In this question, we are looking at finding the surface area of the solid. Now, the surface area is the area of all the faces added up together. And you can see in this question, there's a lot of faces for us to work with. So let's start with the end faces because these are the most complicated. And they're comprised of a triangle and two rectangles. Now, let's start with this triangle at the top. We can see that the base of the triangle is actually going to be 3 centimetres. And we can work that out because we know that the base of the shape is 6 centimetres. And we know that this side here is 3 centimetres because that's labelled on the other side. So I can see that my base of my triangle is 3 centimetres. I'm now going to have a look at the height. So the height of the whole shape is 10 centimetres. Again, I'm going to use my side edges and see I've got a 3. So if that gives me 6, so all that's going to be left is 4 centimetres. So that means the area of that little triangle is going to be calculated by working out the half times the base multiplied by the height, which in this case is 6. So I'm just going to label that as 6 there. I'm now going to split my L shape into 2 rectangles. So my first rectangle is going to have a height of 6 because I can see that the long edge is 10, and it's going to have a base of 3 like the triangle did. So the area of my rectangle is going to be base times height, so that's 3 times 6, which is 18. So that's on there. And then my final little rectangle down the bottom, I can see from the other end of the shape that it's got a 3 by 3. So that little shape is going to be 3 times 3, which gives me an area of 9. So this will give me a total area of 33 for this end face. I know I've got 2 of these faces, so I'll add that in at the end. Next, I'm going to work on these rectangles. So my first rectangle down the bottom here is a 3 by 8 rectangle. So this is going to be 3 times 8 equals 24. I've got another one of those rectangles just above it. That's also 3 times 8 equals 24. And this one up here is also 3 times 8 equals 24. So we've got 3 of those. On the top, I have got a 5 by 8 rectangle. So that's going to give me 40. Now I've also got the base under here, which is going to be 6 times 8, which is 48. And lastly, the back is 10 times 8, which is 80. Lastly, I'm going to add all of these faces together to give 306.